Alright, good evening everyone. So today is another amazing session of applied copywriting course. Somebody's using the audio there. So today virtually all of you came late. No problem. I got here before all of you. We're the very first two persons who came earlier. I've rewarded them. Yes, I've given each of them 2,000 naira electronic voucher to buy anything they want to buy. So that is the reward for coming early to class. And then we'll continue rewarding people who deserve to be rewarded like that. Inshallah, you will like what you want to learn tonight. But I urge you to put up your audio, put up your camera. It's not a good thing when we can hear what somebody is saying at your end. Put up your audio, put up your camera. There are some sensitive things you should not even hear at all. So then get your notes and your pen beside you or in front of you and start jotting down. So what we'll be looking into today is something so interesting. In the last session we talked about so many things. We talked about copywriting psychology, copy thinking, copy research. Then we talked about the three T's of copywriting. From there we talked about think problem, think people, and think products. So we also discussed that, the problem we talked about can be an existing demand or a created demand. An existing demand is that which people are already searching for. I hope you get that. What people are already searching for. A created demand is what people are not searching for, but you want them to get it. I hope you get that. And then, a demand being created or not is relative. A particular set of people. I muted this person and he's still using the audio again. Please, I don't want to kick anybody out of the class. So, a product, one thing you need to note is that a product being in demand, being an existing demand, or being a created demand, sometimes it's relative. When I say it's relative, it means that it even has to do with the kind of audience you are dealing with. There could be a product that is high in demand, but for this particular set of people, they don't know about it, they don't want it, they don't even think they need it, they are not searching for it. But you want to sell it to them. Altogether, you will get it clearer by the time we move into how to write sales copy. You will get it better. You just hold it like that. So, from there, I cited some examples of which I still want to mention them tonight again. Existing demand could be the demand for video editing knowledge or video editing skill. The demand for a bot that auto-saves contact of WhatsApp leads. Yes, people are searching for it. Go on YouTube. Just search for how to auto-save contact. You see so many things. So many things people are searching for, and you see so many results. People are already searching for it. It's an existing demand. The demand for a bot that auto-responds to WhatsApp leads is an existing demand. The demand for a permanent cure to ulcer is an existing demand. The demand for glowing skin, all these are existing demands. People are searching for them. And they want solutions to them. I hope you get that. So what is a created demand again? A created demand is anything people are not searching for. Or anything, a set of people. Let me say a set of people. Anything a set of people are not searching for. They don't want it. And they don't think they need it. You are the one who just want to sell them that thing. They don't want it and they don't think they need it. In that case, selling a created demand requires a highly trusted profile with high credibility. Please read that line again. You can see I give it a special color so that I can pay attention to it. Anything a set of people are not searching for, they don't want it and they don't need it. They don't think they need it. Okay. They don't want it and they don't think they need it. I hope you can see it boldly like this. So selling a created demand requires a highly trusted profile with high credibility. I want to give you an example of this. People are searching for how to make money online. People are searching for this and that. Things that involve money, that involve skills. Yes, people are readily searching for skills that can fetch them money online. But fact is, people are not searching for how to build a high-ticket profile. It is not an existing demand. You can see I'm using a real-world example, and I don't care it's even a product I sell. All I care most is that you understand what a created demand is, and you being able to distinguish it from an existing demand. Search on YouTube. Most likely you will not see anything like how to build a high-ticket online profile. If you see something like that, like it is very rare. And here is it. I have a book I'm selling on this particular thing we are talking about. So in that case, it is not an existing demand. It is a created demand. I created the demand based on a future I have emphasized. Based on my own past experience, I know that people who don't have a high-ticket online profile, they fail in their very first 5 years of online business. I know people in 2020, during COVID-19, who made a whole lot of money. But where are they today? They are nowhere to be found. Some of them even think that their village people are after them. No. They are oblivious of the fact that they appeared before their time. And if you appear before your time, you will disappear in a short time. And you may not reappear again for a long time. They are oblivious of the fact that they didn't start online marketing with a profile. Not to talk of having a high-ticket profile. They didn't have a profile people can pay over and over again. They rushed in to sell and they rushed out again. You don't want to rush in and rush out. I don't want you to rush in and rush out. I don't want you to crash. I don't want you to fail. I want you to build a lasting success. That is why I came up with a product in form of an ebook. And I said, I get this book on pre-order so that you can build a high-ticket online profile. People can pay over and over again. As in, people will read your profile and send you money. And guess what? So many of you have bought it, despite the fact that it is not a product you were already searching for. I created the demand. You bought it. Why are you buying it? Some of you are already thinking of pre-ordering the book now. Why are you thinking it? It is because the product, although the product is a created demand, but it is being sold by a trusted profile. It is being sold by a trusted profile that also has high credibility. Please write it down. It is being sold by a trusted profile that also have a high credibility. What grammar did I mention? I can't recall though. Maybe when you listen to the replay, what did I say? I said they appeared before their time. If you appear before your time, you will disappear in a short time. And you may not reappear again for a long time. I didn't know. If you remember something that actually links to that, maybe I can be able to. Okay, they are oblivious. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Muhammad. Thank you. They are oblivious, like they are ignorant of the fact that it was because they appeared before their time. They think that it is their village people or the thing they are selling online can no longer work for them. But no, they are only oblivious, as in they are only ignorant of the fact that it was because they appeared before their time. And if you appear before your time, you will disappear in a short time. And you may not reappear again for a long time. If you start online marketing by selling, instead of building a profile, a high-ticket profile, you will crash like them as well. The same way they crashed. It is not a course. It is not a course from the village. No, it is a standard. Brother Abdulhamid Kuku, please put up your camera. It is a standard that anybody who appears before his time will disappear in a short time. So what are we trying to say? I created the demand and you bought it. If you want to sell a created demand, you need a profile that people trust, a profile with high credibility. It is much easier to sell a product that is in demand already. People are already searching for. The one problem with selling a product people are already searching for is that the competition is very high. Yes, the competition is always very high. Maybe you have a skincare product you are selling. There are so many people out there who sell skincare products. That is when you will now start looking for a unique selling point and all that. The competition is high. It's easy to tell people, okay, I have this kind of product. They are searching for it already. But guess what? There are so many people who sell that kind of product. And if you don't know how to convince them, if you don't have a unique selling point, if you don't have a crazy offer, they may not buy from you. Somebody might need you and patronize Usman. And you may be closer to that person than Usman. But because you don't have a compelling offer, you don't have an irresistible offer, the person will patronize Usman and leave you. So you can see, selling a created demand or selling an existing demand both have advantages and disadvantages. The one I like selling mostly is selling a created demand. I like selling it mostly. But it is also exciting, you understand the copywriting process, it is exciting to sell an existing demand. All you need is a process. All you need is what? A process. So, but before then, look at this scholar. He's passing an information here. He said, unless you know a seasoned copywriter who is willing to mentor you, it's very difficult to master the secret of making good money, writing good persuasive copy on your own. Think about it. Think about it. And there's one thing. Alan Jack is one of Dunlop's mentors. He said that most people don't know how copywriting works. Most people don't. You don't understand how it works. And that is why a lot of people find it difficult to follow. They don't understand all these breakdowns we are making here. All they know is they want to sell something. No. You must be able to analyze what you want to sell. Is this product a created demand or an existing demand? I hope you get that. So unless you have a seasoned copywriter who is willing to mentor you, it's very difficult to master the secret of making good money writing good persuasive copy on your own. And that is what HIC mentorship stands for. If you are ready, you are ready to go out of your comfort zone, you want to attain a greater height, then HIC is what you should consider. So, the next part of the 3TP of copywriting is think people. Think people. And you wouldn't be amazed. It's not strange. People will tell you that before you write a copy, you need to think about the people you want to sell it to and all that. But how do you do the thinking? In applied copywriting course here, we are mostly concerned about the how. We are not just here to tell you this is what to do, this is what to do. No. It's like telling a poor man that you need to get a job. He knows that already. Who doesn't like better things? How can he get a better job? Where is that better job? I hope you get that. So, how do you do the thinking? How do you think about the people? I've brought out a list of the things you need to think about the people you want to sell the product to, or the people having that problem you pointed out. I hope you get that. So, I'm coming. Alright, so you need to think about the people you want to target, the people having that problem. What are the people facing the problem you highlighted? The problem you observed in the market. Why are those people facing that problem? Where are they gathered? That's question number 2. Where are they gathered? Where can you find them? If you know their location, it is easy to target them. If you know their location, it is easy to target them. If you don't know where they gather, it's a problem. It is just like you are a graduate now. Let me give you a real world example. You are a graduate now, a lady to mention, and you go back to your drawing board and say, oh, this is what my ideal husband is going to look like. He must be a BSc, at least a BSc holder in any field of knowledge. At least he must be 25 years of age. At least he must be this, at least he must be this. He must be religious. He must have morals. That is what we refer to as buyer persona. Let me type it out for you. Buyer persona. That is a description of who your target buyer is. A document containing a description of exactly who your target buyer is. It happens in marriage as well. Yes, like wise people, not everybody. Wise people, they have a complete description of their dream partner. I hope you get that. I have a complete description of my dream partner. So that if you come my way and you don't meet those descriptions, I'm not going to give you any face. So when you now go back to your drawing board and you find out that, okay, this person should have at least BSc in any field of knowledge, must be at least 25 years of age, must have moral and all that. But right now you are in a village and there is no educated man in that village at all. You know all the guys in that village. None of them is educated and you want to marry. And you are desperate that I need a husband now. I have to marry this year. Are you going to marry? Would you be able to get married? That is my question. Would you be able to get married if you remain in that village? Yes, the answer is no. You cannot remain in that village where your ideal partners are not there. You have to, it is either, yes, get it right, Brother Mansour, thank you. It is either you move out of that village or you connect to a location where your target partners are likely to be. You connect to that location remotely. Remote, R-E-M-O-T-E. Please look at what I'm saying. It is either you move out of that village, one, and go to a location, relocate to where your target partners are likely to be, where you are most likely to find your dream partner. One, or you connect to that location remotely. Remotely means you can connect. If you connect to the internet, it is a remote connection, okay? You are connected to that location through the internet. So, with the power of internet, you are able to access those people. Or you have an influencer who has connection to that location and can bring you people you would most likely have interest in. Look at the three things I mentioned. Those three things are highly applicable when it comes to writing a copy, a sales copy that converts, and when it comes to selling an offer. So you don't just remain in your location. You look for where the people facing that problem, where they are. Okay, thank you. So let's say now there's an existing problem now. A lot of people have bought affiliate marketing courses, products, and they are not making sales altogether. I don't want to mention names, I don't want to mention product names. But let's say now that's a problem I have been able to figure out. What do I do? If I want to start thinking about the people facing the problem, I would ask myself, where can I find them? Yes, I know that affiliate marketers, You can conveniently find them on Twitter. So I would have to move from WhatsApp and move to Twitter. That is the first thing I will do. The second thing is that I will now start looking for the influencers they follow. The influencers they follow. Are you getting me? Are you making sense out of this? Are you making sense out of this? If you are conversant with this affiliate marketing industry, you will know the top guys among those people. We all know them. All I need to do is to go and look for the account, the page of those people. I know that I can find them. Once I get those influencers, I can find the people I want to target. Those are the people they follow. Now, you can see how I applied it now. I gave you a real world example, then I practicalize it again. Chances are, if you remain on WhatsApp, you may not be able to locate them. They are dispersed on WhatsApp. But you can find them congregated somewhere on Twitter. You can find them congregated somewhere on Facebook. You can find them congregated somewhere on Instagram. That is what we are talking about. Make sense? Alright. So, the next question is, what is their biggest pain point? Yorùbá will say, "Inú dùn wọ́n lọ́kàn." What is their biggest pain point? Inú dùn wọ́n lọ́kàn. What is paining them mostly? You want to find that out. And I'm not going to tell you, just go and find out their big pain point. There are a lot of copywriting coaches out there that will tell you, if you want to sell, you need to know the pain points of your target customers, and they will never tell you how to figure out the pain point. Now, you can figure out the pain point in so many ways. There are about 5 most powerful ways to figure out the pain point of the people facing a problem you want to solve. Now, I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you 2 in this session. Type it out so you can hear me. Number 1 is that you have a one-on-one interaction with those people. Number 1 is have one-on-one interaction with those people. You will know their pain points if you interact with them. Like now, I used to tell my students that lecturers are not happy, and it takes somebody who actually trusts me to believe that thing. But the point is that I have direct interaction with lecturers. Like I have direct interactions with lecturers. So the things they can't complain about publicly, they used to say it in the gathering I am with them. So I know their pain points. I know that if even some of them that are collecting 150, 200k salary, they are not still happy. Direct interaction. Number 2, find somebody who knows them better. Find somebody who knows them better. Now, let me apply it. One of the rules is becoming a professional closer. A professional closer is somebody who can sell anything, no matter how big the price is. One of the learning sources of professional closers is to learn directly from the customers. Allow your customers teach you how to sell. But most entrepreneurs, They are always too proud to learn from their customers. Nobody can teach you how to sell better than the person you want to sell to. Write it out. Nobody can teach you how to sell better than the person you want to sell to. So if he tells you this is not how to sell to me, please, you might not accept that point at the moment. If you think deeply about it, you know that it is the right thing the person is telling you. If he tells you that you are aggressive, fact is you are aggressive. Yes. If he tells you that your scope of work is bad, correct it. Your scope of work is bad. Now, let me give you a practical example that happened to me. I work in Federal College of Education at Oka. I hope you get that. As a research consultant. So, there's a particular project work. So, what I do there, like the only thing I do in that College of Education where my office is that I have final year students write their project. If you are a final year student, like you are in the right hand. Reach out to me. My team and I will help you solve it easily, although we charge much. Help you do that. Now, what happened was that one of the students, I got a project, yes, I got a project. I was working on that project, and the project really stopped me a lot. I got so many stress from it. I hope you get that. Could you imagine what the students told me when we were about 95% done with the work? I was now complaining bitterly about the price. And the student told me that, one of them told me that there were 3 in that group. One of them told me that, after listening, like, when my partner came back to us and told us that this is the amount we wanted to charge for the project, I was scared, like, are we going to get quality work like this? How could somebody charge as low as that? Now told me, think about it. Imagine you charge us 100K for this project. We wouldn't have had any objection. Hey! I shook hands and put hands on my head and say, I lost a great offer. You know, she didn't stop there. She said, Papa, can you see? Now think about it. You collected so many projects here. And you got bitter experience from most of the students. I myself see it. Not because you are bad. In fact, you are the best we could ever work with in this college. I hope you get that. So, but how would it make sense if you just reduce the number of students you want to work with, then increase your price? He said, Alpha Chemistry, if you are not selective, you cannot be effective. That thing was eating me. Like, it was eating me badly. At the same time, I was making sense of it. I was like, wow. If I'm not selective, I cannot be effective. All I need to do is to reduce the number of students I work with, then I raise my price. She said, you already have a set profile, a profile that can attract high-paying clients. The only problem with you right now is that you are not asking for the price you deserve. Boom! I just told her to stop there. I said, stop there. It's okay. It's okay. I can write a book on everything you have mentioned now. And I'm telling you right now that from next session, I'm taking a new route. I will start charging high tickets and I will only work with 10 students per session. I'll start charging high tickets and I will only work with 10 students. That was exactly when I got a U-turn in my business. But it was the same year and I discovered high ticket clothing. I was like, wow. This is what this lady is saying. So she's saying something probably just from her own experience. Then, I got to realize that it is a science and an art. Effective, not detective. If you are not selective, you cannot be effective. Let me type it out. Look at it. Look at it now. I hope you get that. Look at it now. So many people, they argue a lot with their customers. They don't pay attention to the core point. Yes, customers are always aggressive sometimes. Sometimes customers are always aggressive. They are harsh in the way they correct you. Yes, the harshest teachers so far. The harshest teachers so far are customers. Because they always believe that we should be wiser than them. But if they come to realize that they are even smarter than you, they correct you in a harsh way. For Allah's sake, put the harshness one side and focus on the core point they are making. Not highest, harshest. Yes, customers correct salespeople in a harsh way. You correct salespeople in a harsh way. Yes, you correct salespeople in a harsh way. When you feel no, they shouldn't treat you like that. They shouldn't make the deal like that. You correct them in a harsh way. But if you want to be a professional closer, take your mind away from the harshness and think deeply about the core point the customer is making. So if you are not learning directly from your customers, then you need to learn directly from somebody who understands how customer behaves. And that is why we are here as a high-ticket consultant. We are here to teach you the things you cannot humbly learn from your customers. And at the time of learning, it might even be too late at that time learning from them. So learning from your customers in most cases mean that you are using money at that moment. So the pain of using that money will not let you pay attention to what they are telling you. And that is why we represent them. If not, they are the best teacher. Yes, they are the best teacher so far. I made a post on it on my Instagram page. How many of you read that post? How many of you read that post? The sales guru no one is talking about. Go and read it. Go and search for it. It's not too far. It's not too far. One thing I will do is I'll share it in my story so that you can see it. Just check my story, you'll be able to see it. The sales expert, no one is talking about. The sales expert is your customer. So where did we drive from? Is that the best way, one of the best ways to know about the people you want to sell to is to have direct interaction with them. Yes, I have shared it on my story, Instagram story. Go and read it. Is to have direct interaction with them, or you what? You ask about them from somebody who knows them. Somebody who knows them. Okay. One other way you can know about them is if you are once like them. One other way you can know about them is if you are once like them. I hope you get that. Let's say you once started with affiliate marketing and you didn't make sales. So thereafter, you are able to meet upper chemistry, and you taught you sales, how sales work, sales psychology, sales principle, and all that. You bought my more female sales, or probably you even bought WhatsApp Warrior Toolkit, or you attended my mentorship program. You've had an experience about affiliate marketing in the past. You know what you went through. Thank you. You know what you went through when you were not making sales. You know your pain points. You know what used to make you stand up in the midnight. You know how you used to stand up in the midnight and say, when would I make my first sale? When am I going to sell? Why is sales coming? Door price like this, like irregular menses. You know your pain. So because you have passed through that thing before, you'll be able to put yourself in their shoe. I once failed chemistry. Yes, I failed chemistry twice. In my O level, I got D7 twice. And I knew that my major problem then was practical chemistry altogether. So when I was able to solve the problem, I was able to create a product that can help students solve the problem. So I know their pain points because I was once like them. I eventually mentioned 3 ways. Now, please highlight them for me if you are actually following me. I've mentioned 3 ways you can know the biggest pain points of your target market. So list it out. I will continue now. What exactly do they value? That's another question you have to ask yourself. What exactly do they value? Yes. What are their values? Are they actually looking for results, or they are just looking for where to put their money? There are so many people here. They have buying syndrome. Yes, their mindset is bad. They have buying mindset. You cannot succeed in life. You cannot become rich if you have buying mindset. Now, let me just buy. No. Rich people don't spend their money to buy something. Rich people invest with their money. You have to have investing mindset. How do you get that? You have to have investing mindset. I'm not sure you are getting it. Let me know who can quickly rephrase what I've just said. I'm actually talking about what exactly do they value. Yes, rich people look for what to put their money into. Poor people look for what to buy. Please write it out. Rich people look for what to put their money into. Poor people look for what to buy. They are not the same thing. That is why my own marketing, I have channeled it to target people who are looking for what to put their money into, not people looking for what to buy. I don't sell something that you can just use now. You can just buy now. No. I sell something you can invest in. That can yield the money for you every now and then. So that is why people who sign up for HIC mentorship, they are not signing up with the mind of buying something. The first person who signed up for the current HIC registration, this person is here amongst us. He told me he wanted to buy a laptop. But he said it in his own words. He said instead of buying a laptop, he preferred to put his money on something that can yield high returns later. Those are the people I'm targeting. I hope you get that. And that is the kind of people you want to target as well. Not people who are just looking for where to. There are some people, they are just looking for what to buy. Emotional buyers. These people look for what to put their money into, what people look for what to buy. So that is, if you are a buyer, the kind of mindset you should have is, what can I put my money into? That is why I told you, if you sign up for HIS, I'll teach you what to do with your money. I'll teach you what I do with 75% of my income, where I channel it to. In fact, I could remember one of the previous sessions, we even talked about 3M problems. There are poor people who don't know how to make money, they don't know how to manage money, they don't know how to multiply money. You would have this 3M problem if you have buying mindset. If you have buying mindset, you have 3M problem. So, and I've seen so many coaches talk about telling you that you should delay gratification. This is the explanation. What I have just told you is the explanation of delaying gratification. Poor people, once they have 50,000 in their account now, their body will be doing shit. Yeah, spend it. Use it to buy something. No. If you've not developed your mind to think like, this 50,000 naira or this 100,000 naira, what can I put it into? You can never do it. If you always think, now I have 200K in my account now, what can I buy? You say, okay, let me buy iPhone, let me buy this, let me take this sister to shopping and all that. You can't become it. I don't want to know how much is in your account currently. Right now, your account could be flourished. Your account could be nourished. Then when income ceases, chances are your account will tell you. All together. So what do they value? How can I make them trust me? Please, you don't communicate trust with the copy you want to use to sell to them alone. You communicate trust right from the time you want to make contact with them. You communicate trust with them from the first day you have contact with them. Most people don't think about, how can I engineer trust? How can I make them trust me? It is until they now start writing those crappy copies. They'll now be looking for ways to persuade their readers to buy. And at that time, you are no longer persuading. At that time, what are you doing? You are manipulating. And persuasion is not manipulation. Manipulation is not persuasion. So, right, immediately you are looking for them. You have to be thinking, how can I make them trust me? And there are so many trust ways. There are so many ways you can engineer trust. We'll talk about that later. So, what is the agenda? Yes. Is it a mixed gender? Is it male? Is it female? Yeah. Some products work for only one gender. Altogether. What is their major belief? What is their major belief? You don't want to sell to people who don't believe in making money online. If you are a copywriter and you are writing a copy to sell wealth products, you don't want to sell to, you don't want to target that kind of people. What is their belief? What is their major belief? I'm going to give you a practical example now. How many of you are skincare How many of you sell skincare products? Organic skincare. Because I want to know you. Okay. So there are some people who don't use organic skincare products. Okay, that's good. Sister Aminat Adenike said organic skincare. There are some people who don't use organic skincare products. They don't believe in it. They have negative belief towards it. You can't target those people. Just like that. You cannot present your product to them. They will never buy from you. To sell to people like that, you need to understand two things. Number one is the 360-degree of persuasion. Somebody is not believing in this thing, and you want to sell it to that person, you have to follow a 360-degree method. You understand that better if just pay attention. The second one is you understanding buyer pyramid. These people, since they don't believe in organic skincare product, they can never buy from you. So you want to know, these people, do they even believe in this kind of product I want to sell to them? If you are selling copywriting products, you want to target people who actually believe in making money online. You don't want to show it to people who believe that making money online is a scam and all that. I hope you get that now. So that is where the major belief comes from. Who are the influencers they follow? Who are the influencers they follow? Now, these people, who do they follow? All together, who do they follow? If you know the influencer they follow, you can easily get them, you can easily convince them, you can easily persuade them by connecting with the right influencer. All together. So if you are my students, you understand this better. You understand better how to leverage the power of an influencer. And it's not by you going to that person and say, please let me post this thing. I want to. No. You don't do that. You do that, you will not get what you need. What language do they use to describe their pain? Sometimes, what kills most people is they don't know how to communicate what they want to sell. They don't know how to communicate the benefits. Not because they are not communicating not because they are not speaking good English, not because you are not really saying something, but because you don't actually know how the people you want to target, how they use their language. Yeah, there was one time I was helping someone who sells, a lady who sells herbs. She was crafting an offer. So she made mention of something and said, I don't understand it. So I want to put this in a copy now. I don't understand it. So when she said, so this is what you mean. If I had wanted to write it, this is how I would have said it. And I would just find myself not speaking the language of the people I want to target. How do they speak their language? Yes. In every set of people, they have some language in this. When you say area, it means something to a set of people, it means something to another set of people. How to get that? You want to make sure that the words you are using are the exact words they use. The people you want to sell to, that is the exact word they use. If they don't understand the language you want to use, please change the language. Let's say some people now who are not even aware of copywriting at all, and you want to sell them copywriting course, or you are a copywriter and you want to help business people write copies. So you are putting out a copy to target business people. Now you are not targeting a set of people who don't even know copywriting, The only thing they know is that they want to make sales. They want to make money. Yes, if you tell them how to teach copywriting, you are speaking in tongues. They will not listen to you. Because they don't even understand they don't even know anything about copywriting. The only thing they know is that they want to make sales. So instead of telling them that, are you looking for somebody who can help you write a high comparing sales copy? They don't know what sales copy is. Just tell them that, are you looking to increase your sales to 200% or 300%? But that is what they are looking for. That is their own language. How to multiply my sales, how to make more sales. It's just like, maybe you go to, you want to organize sales forum or sales webinar for local entrepreneurs, people who sell in local markets, not people who sell online. And you're not telling them, are you looking for a copywriter who understands how sales work and all that? No. Just speak in the simple language they understand. Copywriters don't speak grammar. They don't speak in tongues. They speak simple language they understand. The exact thing they understand. So once you now speak in their language and they're giving you attention, you now that is when you can now tell them that, that what you are looking for is actually is what we refer to as a good sales copy. So they keep going like that. But the very first thing you can speak to them is the language they understand. The language they understand. So you can apply that in any industry. Doesn't matter. Who knows them better? Yes. Once you are done with everything, all the steps you list out, you still need to ask yourself, who knows them better than I do? Don't be too sure of yourself. Somebody still knows these people better. He has better information about them. You want to walk up to that person and say, I want to target these people. What language do they speak? Maybe you want to target real estate managers, or you want to target engineers, or you want to target people in one particular health industry. After you've done your findings, done your research and all that, you still want to look for somebody who understands those people better. Yes, I think the last 3 years or so, a student came to me that he wants to write final year projects, and that is on building. So I'm giving you a practical example now. Okay, she states the topic and I said, wow, it's okay, I can do that. How to get that? So I look at the variables, I look at the parameters and all that. What was the next thing I did after doing the things required of me? Before I started writing the research, I picked up my call and I called somebody who graduated who studied building engineering. How to get that? And I told him about the research. Look at this research. I was not asking him questions. That was how I was able to do the research successfully. I didn't limit myself to just the data I was able to gather. No. I asked myself, who knows about this thing better? Who is in the field? Do you understand that? Before we move forward, let me know if you understand. So after this session, I think we have 2 more sessions. Let me see if I can quickly walk you through this. Yes, okay. So we'll start with the next session. So the next thing you want to do is to think about the product you want to sell to them, to solve that problem. Then you ask yourself some questions as well. Can this product remove the pain of the people completely? Like, can it actually remove their pain? Please, yes, self-transformation, not information. Self-transformation, not information. Yes, I've wanted to say this. Something happened recently. So, I was attacked by mosquitoes. Are you getting it? I want to give you a practical example. So, but I was used to where I was living before. I never had issue of mosquito. Like, I never bought one mosquito coil or something. I never bought it before. I didn't have that kind of experience. How to get that? So very recently I was attacked by mosquitoes. Yes, and I bought Rambo or Rainbow. I don't know how you call it. So what is the interesting part of the story? Is that when I exhausted the Rambo, I needed another one. Some weeks later, how to get that? So I took the pack. So I was like, I'm looking for Rambo. It's Rambo I will buy. So when I got there, the person actually sold me another one. She didn't have a Rambo. She sold me swine. So I was like, how would I buy swine like this? I don't want to use a product I'm not used to. Like, I already enjoy that Rambo. So I now look at the pack. They wrote something there. In fact, I kept the pack so that I can teach lessons from it. Now you understand what I mean about product. Think product now with this illustration. So on the pack, they wrote both the benefits and the features of that product. So they say no loss in transportation, easily divided, easily ignited, no dirty hands, no acrid fumes, unbreakable, efficient. So that is not where I'm actually going. So one side of the pack as well, they now said effect within 18 seconds. Meaning that if you light the coil, within 18 seconds, it will kill the mosquitoes. Within 18 seconds. Any mosquito who take in the fume of the coil will die within 18 seconds. I was like, wow, this is a no-brainer. 18 seconds? Alright, let me test it. See, fact is, when I used it, it was the same way they described it. It was the same way they described it. That is why if you want to sell, if you are thinking about the product, always ask yourself, can this product remove the pain of the people completely? Like, when I used it, I was happy. Swan, not swine. Swan, S-W-A-N. When I used it, I was happy. Like, I was happy that, okay, I bought this product and I got a result. There are so many lessons from this story. Most of us, it's not easy for us to change products. It's not easy for us to test new things. But sometimes it might be the best decision. So I tested it and it worked. So you want to ask yourself, can this product actually remove the pain of the people completely? Let's say you are planning a video editing course. Before you put it out, you ask yourself, if somebody tells this video editing course, would this course solve all his pressing problems? Pressing problems. His pain points. I want to do this, I want to background the issue and all that. Can it actually, or are you just giving out information? Is it transformation or it is information? So then, what are the core benefits of this product? You write them down. You are not just asking yourself. In this case, you write them down. What are the core benefits? Benefits are not the same as features. A feature is what it is. Benefit is what it does. I hope you get that. Feature is what it is, what it contains. But benefit is what it does. So if you are selling phones, say for instance now, features is that this thing is Android, is Android 10, it has Wi-Fi enabled, all those things, features. What are the benefits? And not just the benefits, the core benefits. The core benefits. Continue listing the benefits. Continue listing the benefits. Continue listing the benefits until your pen cannot write again. What are my competitors doing? Do you really have any competitor? What are they doing? Before you put out your own product, get to know if you have competitors. What are they doing? What are they selling? What does their product look like? If you don't know about your competitors, you are not doing anything. You don't have a business, you have an hobby. What is the unique selling point? Now, if you know what your competitors are doing, you know their products, you know the features and all that, you know the price of their product. Now, what is your own unique selling point? Are you going to compete with them with price, or there's something unique about your own product that makes you outstanding, or that makes your product outstanding? That is what we call unique selling point, USP. Anytime you hear USP, it means unique selling point. What makes you different? Or what makes your product different? So if Aisha has been patronizing Rahma, what will make Aisha stop patronizing Rahma and patronizing you? What will make Rebecca stop patronizing Deborah and patronizing you? That is a unique selling point. I hope you get that. So, the most important thing is, can this product remove the pain of the people completely? So let's stop there for today. Yes. So the next session will start with copywriting process. And that will not take us anything until about an assigned project for you, give you project to do, and then you do it and you get the result for yourself. So if after then now, okay, let me complete that. If after then you want to attain a higher potential, you consider joining HIC mentorship. HIC mentorship is not just a male mentorship anyway, but it is the difference, the exact difference between you getting rich quick and dying poor. And the most important thing I want to do is to change you from a sales rep to a high-ticket consultant. To get clarity and direction, I'll push you to do what you cannot do on your own. How to do that? So far, so good in the 5th session, and as you know, this course is followed by certificate of achievement, like How many of you can actually say that I have achieved something great from this course? Like, how many of you? Let me know before I move into the picture. Like, who among you can actually say that I have achieved something great from this course? Even though we are not done yet. Wow. I and definitely everyone, I guess. I have achieved something good, okay? Good, okay. That's exciting. So if I give you a project to do, so write copy, then I evaluate it for you, and one other project as well. I'm going to communicate it better to you later. How many of you will actually do that? How many of you will actually do it? Like some people, I don't want you to just come here and take the theory without implementing it. You just be shooting yourself on the leg. You'll be shooting yourself on the leg. Yes. This copywriting is a practical course. You just learn it and you didn't practice. It will be as if you did not learn anything. Somebody who doesn't know what you know, somebody who has not learned as much as you've learned now, can just persuade you. Somebody is asking about the link to where I described a book with a copy. So I'm sending the link right now. Yes. I will. Just stop at I will. Try is not a good word. I will. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Don't say I will try. Anytime you say I will try to get it, I will try to do it, I will try to get results, you have subconsciously programmed a limitation in your mind. You have subconsciously given yourself excuse of failure. It means that if you don't get results, then you are justified. You just say that, yes, I tried. I actually tried, but I didn't get it. But if you say, I will, and you stop like that, like, I will get results, I will do it, then the tenacious push will be there, the tenacious energy will be there, yes. It is either I get results or I get results. It is either I'm able to do it or I'm able to do it. Yes, that is what I want. So, there will be certificate of achievement, and since we are rounding up soon, I don't know if it will just be 2 sessions here or we'll add one more session before it. So it depends anyway. But I want to be sure that I walk you through everything you need to start making money online yourself through the power of copywriting. So then we want to give the work to our graphic designer to start processing the certificates so that it will not be too prolonged or too delayed by the time we are done. So the certificate is not even something we are selling. Anyway, that there is a commitment attached to it. So certificates like this are sold for hundreds of thousands. I don't know if there's somebody who doesn't value this stuff. We value it so much, and then we will not hesitate to drive massive traffic to this course after the end. Yes, we put a lot of money on traffic and drive massive traffic to make sure that a lot of people consume all the material. Because my team and I strongly believe in what we are doing there, and we believe that it is a whole lot of transformation for those who take it seriously. So certificates like this are sold for hundreds of thousands. Then we are just asking for a little commitment so you can actually value it. So we decided to offer you by you making a small deposit of 2,000 naira. Then the first 50 persons, underline my words, the first 50 persons will get their certificate of achievement for just 1,000 naira bonus. Bonus. Please read it all. Listen to it. Bonus. So it is around. Want to buy this and that, want to buy RAM and all that, so I want to pay visitations to people we love. I want to pay some people visitations. If you allow me to pay visitations, I'll pay visitations. So if you allow me to call you during Eid, I'll call you myself. Yes, I'll call you myself. So a lot of that. This is the time people have a lot of things to do with their money. So Eid bonus, certificate of achievement, Eid bonus, 1K. Once the Eid is done or the 50 is attained, then it will go back to the real price. Okay, call and visitation. Okay, Shasha, I'm asking for my meat now on pre-order. I'm asking for my meat now on pre-order. So my Eid beats, and a whole lot of things. So I just, that time, I just feel I was like, I want you to amaze me, surprise me with gifts. And I will be more than happy to accept your gifts, no matter what it is, no matter how you package it. Okay. So let's stop here anyway. Thanks for paying attention, your commitment. I really value it. So much. Somebody watched the replay to the third session of this applied copywriting on YouTube, and she noted what amazed me was that she wrote out the points she was able to derive from that session, and she dropped it on the YouTube comments. I told her to message me. I want to reward her with cash prize. If you are the one, send me a DM. Send the account to me. Oh yeah, what's your question, Brother Kuku? What's your question before we move out of the call? I'm listening now. No. I don't have any book in copyright. I don't believe you can learn copywriting by reading books. Copywriting is a personal skill. You can only learn it and master it by being under a coach. Can you master how to play football by reading books? Brother Kuku, can you master how to play football by reading books? Can you master how to can you master taekwondo, boxing by reading books? No, you need to be under a coach. So for copywriting, high ticket closing, public speaking, you must be under a coach for some time. Your coach will raise your hand up like, yes, you are a great copywriter. Yes, you are a great high ticket closer. Yes, you are a great public speaker. So that is why I didn't author any book on copywriting. Okay. So If I will still author more books, it will be on sales psychology, sales principle, and other. So, all right, thank you so much. Have an amazing evening. So I'm going to drop the details to actually pay for the certificate of achievement. We're going to drop it on the WhatsApp group and the Telegram forum, inshallah. So take good care of yourself. Have an amazing evening. Bye.